mag again on. And of course, this is a dumb checkup. And that's why a lot of people don't like my channel. Of course, when you come on here, you get the dumb check hit you in the face like bam. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to break down some of these so-called stories in space, basically groundbreaking, they're coming with on the masses. And I told you space is fake, but this is how they do the masses. Continue to dumb you down. This one right here, drop in, so-called land, a probe, and a damn meteoroid. Are you kidding me? Let's get into this.
Japan's space agency is celebrating the Hayabusa 2 probe's successful landing on an asteroid after years of planning. Its mission is to collect samples to better understand.
And just like you see NASA in America, they got JAXA, as you could see, JAXA, as you could see right there. Another fake for the dumb people. And of course, they're fooling the Japanese all the way in.
And the origins of life.
We confirmed Hayabusa 2 was functioning normally and that the touchdown sequence was completed without any problems.
All bullshit there for the masses with this Kobe in the back. And that's number 15 for your number 6 with the Kobe right there. Also, this JAXA is number 9, 100% in. You see that? Of course, all coding you get from them.
Therefore, we're announcing that Hayabusa 2's touchdown was a success.
All fake what they got for the masses, nothing but fantasy. And now you understand why they give you space movies. Yes, so is Star Wars. They give you almost every year. They give you a new Star Wars just to keep the space programming hot in the masses' mind. Of course, it's nothing but fantasy. They sell you a fake fucking dream. Yes, and then you get this fake celebration from the fakers. Of course, most of them in this crowd right here don't know that it's all fake. But there you go right there. The celebration got to be captured so they can show it to the masses to convince them that they actually land something in space.
The Hayabusa 2 then fired a bullet into the...
Now look at this right here. This is what they're showing you. What is this right here? You're trying to show us a CGI of this shit? Look like an old bird? Of course, 100% and gold tinfoil. And there you go, some wings on. Yes, you know what's the wing made out of? Solar panel. You believe it? Solar panel with this thing right here, basically holding it on. Something look thin like a nail, holding it on. How the fuck this fly all the way from ground to space with these thin wings right here, the solar panel? Are you kidding me? How many miles per hour was it going? Nothing but fake shit they give the masses, but they're never gonna get it.
Surface with the hopes of catching the fragment. The Hayabusa 2 then fired a bullet into the surface with the hopes of catching the fragments.
Fire a bullet into the surface, you see? There they go showing you how they fire a bullet into the surface. You believe it? Just dumb people believe in this garbage right here. Tell you what it is. Space is all fake.
The operation required only a few seconds, and the spacecraft...
There you go. What is this y'all showing the masses? Is something real? Are you telling me that you're doing the CGI graphic just so we can get it? Because this is all trash right here. No doubt about it. You better wake up.
A few seconds, and the spacecraft is said to have lifted off shortly after.
We've yet to confirm the procedures, but if the bullet was fired successfully, it will collect far more samples than the last Hayabusa mission.
Yes, they go on the damn so-called meteoroid and fire a bullet. As you can see, what this fucking story is about all the way right here. This is what the story is about, to sell you this blue marble and tell you that you're living on it. It's mostly water, but it's spilling 1,000 miles per hour around in space. You believe that?
Hayabusa 2 was launched in...
And this is fake shit they're showing the masses. All the way in fake. Don't buy it.
2014 and traveled about 300 million kilometers, arriving
300 million right on the money for your number 3. They never miss yet.
above the asteroid last June.
There go the fake shit they call an asteroid right there. Wow. This is just fantasy for the dumb people. Why do you buy this right here? It's just like you're a kid and buying cartoons and Santa Claus for real shit.
It was named Ryugu after an undersea world in a...
This fake shit right here, named of an undersea world. You need to wake your ass up. Nothing but trash they give the people. Of course, Japanese, they also have the trickery for the people, telling them that they can fly in space. Get out of the damn dome. Are you kidding me?
Japanese fairy tale.
Fairy tale. That's all it is fairy
Last
tale.
June. It was named Ryugu after an undersea world in a Japanese fairy tale.
You see? They name it off a fucking fairy tale. Of course they know it's fakery. Telling the masses it's fairy tale. Hoping they buy it. Nothing but a fantasy spaces.
Scientists think Ryugu's rocks contain water and organic matter from when the solar system began more than...
Look at the shadow right here, people. Look at this right here coming in. Look at the shadow.
Think Ryugu's rocks contain water and organic matter from when the solar system began.
Look at the shadow, people. Are you kidding me? Let's judge this shit out the shadow. You see those two little rail that hold the solar panel to this system right here, this middle piece? Look what it is. Of course, it don't bend, it don't break off. Flying this all these miles per hour in space. Get your ass out of here.
More than 4.5 billion years ago.
4.5 billion years ago for your number 9. All fucking fake numbers they're throwing out there for the masses.
Could conduct 2 more landings before its scheduled return to Earth around the end of next year. Now the
Nothing but fakery. Let's keep going.
It's been called the final frontier, but for the cremated...
Final frontier. And look where they're taking you right here with this garbage, people. Now they're gonna tell you they're gonna send off ashes of dead people in space. You believe it? Another psyop for the masses. Dumb check. Bam.
Remains of 24 people who dreamed of traveling to space.
24 for your number 6.
Including Star Trek creator Gene Roddenberry.
There you go. Star Trek creator. There you go.
Star Trek creator.
There you go. Star Trek creator. This is one of the fucking men right here. They're placing in the fucking world. Basically to trick the masses about space. Now they're gonna tell you that his ash is gonna go to space. You believe that? What a dumb waste. Wow.
Gene Roddenberry and the LSD prophet Timothy Leary. It's even more than that. It's their destiny.
Gene was in love with space. I mean, with the future. Timothy
It's all fucking fakery. That's what you need to know. Just a fantasy for the dumb people. And when they give you these fake stories, of course, it make you more interested in the fake space. Yes, to debunk God. That's what it's there for. That's what you need to know.
To me and said, I want you to get me into space.
Wow, how the fuck he know that he was going to die before you? Wow, there you go.
So 24 families are the first to do something quite extraordinary.
What's this right here? Is that a cross on the damn plane? Okay.
For their dearly departed loved ones.
We're looking at the first launch ever to take cremated remains into space.
Cremated remains into space. People just dumb. So now they got another way to take your money out your pocket. Just tell you, okay, bring your remains, your family remains to us and we can take it to space. You're dumb as a box of rocks. What do you think you're going to do with it? Wow, they're going to throw it away, you dumb fuck.
That's right. Monday, over the Canary Islands.
CSC. There you go right there. All coding for Freemasonry. That's what you need to know.
Canary Islands, this jetliner launched a Pegasus rocket, which carried those ashes each in a...
Fake shit on the masses. You buy this. Who's dumb enough to do this? Time for people to wake up. You see, this is a dumb act right here. Just another way to rob you blind, because I told you they're gonna have it for the public to do. That's how they do it.
Stick-sized vial into space. Something this mission's promoters hope will become a new commercial venture.
You see? A new commercial venture. You see it? Of course, pay them your money to send your family member ashes to space. What do you think they're gonna do with it? There ain't no damn space. It never exists. They can never get out the dome. You see it? Of course, just take a look up in the sky. In a daytime, a clear day, the blue sky is a top. 100% made out of diamonds. They can never break through it. That's what you need to know. How the fuck you get in space? So you call high in the sky space, right? You need to wake up. You can never go high enough that you start floating. Whatever goes up must come down. They're not lying about that. You can't go high enough till you start float. Bam, that.
We're right now taking contracts for our next mission.
The late Gene Roddenberry is the most famous passenger aboard.
See, and this is how they use it. This one right here, the satanic puppet that sell you space in the first place. Of course, he's a part of selling you space. They're gonna sell you that his ashes is also launched off in space. He never gonna stop the fucking fakery and the programming.
His widow, Majel, explains why...
What you see right here, this is a pyramid right there, you see. Don't doubt when I tell you. That's how they do it.
took this
Everything in
step.
plain
He would have
sight.
given anything to have been able just once to,
Bullshit.
you know, take that trip or go up into space.
We have ignition and liftoff.
Nothing but fake shit they give the masses. And I told you, every time they send off one of these, change our weather time. Nobody's in there, you dumb people. Nobody's in there. You better wake your ass up. This right here is not gonna go to the dome. No way.
Off of Atlanta.
Like Roddenberry, all of the others wanted to travel to space while they were alive. Now, for $4,800, their families may dream
48 for your number 12, which lead you back to your number 3. There you go. You're gonna pay them almost $5,000 to so-called send this off, and you know it's fake. The ashes ain't leaving Earth. That's what you need to know.
Now, for $4,800, their families made dreams of space come true.
My father was an astronaut. He was a dreamer. And
All diamonds behind him. They all are part of faking the masses. You believe them?
you know, today his dreams are being realized.
Gerald Conte's son Rod and his sister Sandra Scala
Look like a
sent
drag queen with a damn thing on the neck.
their dad into the atmosphere.
I know when I look up, I know that my father's on one of those stars.
You just dumb as a box of rocks. Yes, promoting this dumb shit right here is nothing but satanic lie.
Looking down, saying, I told all of you. I can do it.
Yes.
For the
laugh at
Harvard
yourself.
professor who searched for new galaxies within the
Searching for new galaxy, as you could see him point the devil.
For the
hand.
Harvard
Watch
professor
him right there, Harvard professor. And I already told you about those school, Harvard and all of them. You better wake your ass up. Those big college, satanic to the core, recruiting their Freemasonry all day of the week.
who searched for new galaxies within
New galaxy, there go the devil horns pointing at the masses. New galaxy where? It's just another trickery for the masses. New trickery.
the human mind. Timothy Leary's friend of
Yes,
30
there you
years,
go.
Carol Rock,
One eye symbol you can see on this character right here. And you're talking about friend for 30 years. There you go right there. Look like a fake photo they put together for the dumb people.
got him into space.
He's always wanted to travel in the circle of space pioneers. And there's space pioneers on this, and that made him really happy too.
Not everyone on this flight was famous. Omer Lampkin ran a supply company in Kentucky. He traveled the world on vacations, but always wanted space to be his
Yes, you always want to be in space. Look at what they sell you for space. Wow, a man floating over the fucking ball. You believe it? Wow, hanging on a fucking so-called satellite that going over 2,000 miles per hour and he floating around. Do you believe it? Dumb people, you never get it. Just watch the space movie and you know what I'm talking about. It's the same shit they give you for news. Wake your ass up.
final destination. Paula Lampkin is his daughter.
This morning, at the airport, watching the Stargazer leave with the Pegasus on it,
Dumb bitch. You dumb.
it was
You
such a
just
joy.
dumb. You just
And
dumb.
he gets to go up there for one.
Up where? Anything go up must come down. Up where? Up where we going? This is just dumb shit, and I told you, this dummy right here, he can make more dummies. That's how it is.
Incomplete
One
or-
fool make many. Bam.
That's all I ask.
But Chan Tyser, president of Celestis, expects the
Yes.
rocket to be in space much longer than that.
Will orbit the Earth roughly every 90 minutes,
Every 90 minutes, another coding again.
and that orbit should last for about 6 years.
6 again. You see that? 69, 96, same fucking word, same fucking number. Number don't come in order. As you can see, the so-called spacecraft behind him is fakery. They can never get out the dome.
And with an ending that only
The Earth. This is what they sell you and tell you. This is the Earth right here. You see it? Yes, it's fakery. All they do is ball this shit up halfway and tell you they see a part of it that's light up and the bottom part of it is dark. And people take it and run. Dumb check. Bam on. This is what you get from them. Don't buy nothing from them. You see the sky that they show you right here? You can never see that sky in real life. Why? Why you can never see a sky look like that in real life? Because it's CGI. Watch again. Even this right here. CGI. Trying to sell you the fake ball. Look at this right here. What is this? You think that's the Earth? A picture of the Earth? You're in a world of Earth. Fake rockets launch. Fakery and the masses. Bam! Another dumb check with your so-called car flying, a drop-top car with a dummy in it, flying around the earth, and people actually believe this. This should wake you up and show you that they've been tricking you. This don't wake you up, you're dumb. This don't wake you up also with a man floating around going 2,000 and change miles per hour out of the so-called spacecraft in the space, floating around, as you could see the ball earth behind him. All fucking TV for the dumb masses. Space watch. Wow.
Virgin Galactic's Spaceship Two took it.
Virgin Galactic. Wow, you better wake your ass up. It's another faker they got for the masses. The so-called owner of the Virgin Mobile and the Virgin Airline. You believe him? He gonna fly a plane to space, take passengers? You better wake up. It's another dumb trick for the masses. You better wake up. Yes, VR style. Bam.
First test passenger into space today. It is the second trip to space for
Second trip to space. Just watch this, people. Well, pay attention.
Virgin Galactic. Virgin says the ship reached a peak of more than 55 miles and traveled more than 3 times the speed of sound.
Travel over 3 times the speed of sound. You hear that? Wow, this is just trash. For the people with low IQ, of course they can slip it by you.
Virgin Galactic made its first spaceflight back in December. It is the latest swing in the space race between...
Here you go right here. It's so-called a space race with 2 fake characters, 2 puppets on the masses. You believe it? Which one of them gonna take you to space? Wow, I said which one of them gonna take you to space, dumb people? None of them. It's no space. It's a fake shit they feed you. And of course, Jeff Bezos is a fucking fake character. Look at the eyes, never focus. Wow, can't believe you. You really buy into that one. This one right here. Big old sodomite dressed up in dresses and everything. A cross dresser. You better wake your ass up. 2 sodomite. Bam on.
Billionaires Richard Branson and Jeff Bezos.
Sodomite.
Branson's Virgin Galactic is in competition with Bezos's Blue Origin to see which company can make the first commercial flights into space. Joining
Virgin is number 18 for your number 9. Just remember that shit.
now are Michael Masucci, Dave McKay, and George Whitesides. Michael is a pilot for Virgin Galactic. Dave is...
I want to laugh at your dumb ass. Look at them. All of them fake. And all of them look suspicious. Where's their hands? Look at their hands. All of them suspicious. That's what you need to know. All of them look fake. What's this wing on the shirt? You better wake your ass up.
the chief pilot for Virgin Galactic. Both Dave and Michael flew on Virgin's Spaceship Two today, and George is the CEO of Virgin Galactic. Welcome to all of you. A pleasure to talk to you about this. It's very exciting. Dave and Michael, let me start with you. This was your first trip into space, correct? How did it feel?
Laugh. The first thing you can do is chuckle because you're full of shit. 100%. And look at these one face. If you believe this, I'm telling you, no need to go no further. You're just dumb. If you believe what coming out of them, you're just dumb. No other way to say it. You hear me? Listen.
It felt fantastic. It's a little bit hard to describe. It's
hard to describe a fucking lie. That's what you need to know.
Very, very exciting rocket motor ride up there. A very high acceleration for a long period of time, and then when the motor shuts down, you feel this incredible sensation of weightlessness.
All right, weightlessness. They can never fool a mag. I told you already. What they do is they go high with the plane and let it fall. That's what they do. Basically, if you notice when you're in the plane, sometime when they go land, you can feel that drop. You almost feel like you're almost ready to float. You can feel your stomach. You can feel it in your stomach. That's what it is. What they do, they basically free fall the plane and everything in there floating. That's what it is. And they trick the dumb people with no mind, no brain, that they actually in space. That's why they float. I told you, a lot of times those so-called space shit that they give them asses with them floating, because they only can float for like 45 seconds at a time. That's what you need to know. I don't know if these guys right here can do it a little bit longer, but that's all. And if you notice, they say weightlessness, they never use the word gravity because it is weight. That's what they call gravity, tricking the masses, because they can't call it weight when it comes to holding the water on the ball and all that dumb shit. Of course, that's why they use the word gravity, to fool the dumb people.
And silence. And but the views are absolutely extraordinary. The blackness of the sky of space.
The blackness of the sky of space. Are you kidding me? You're in a blue sky right here. You're telling me that you get out the blue and then all you can see is black. Bam,
in contrast with the real brightness of the Earth's surface. And for me, it was.
I think it's nothing but trickery they're showing the masses when they go up there. If you go up there, of course they're gonna do your virtual reality style. Of course they're gonna do you like that. Keep on the goggles, because if you take it off, you're gonna be fucked up in space. So don't take it off. Just keep that fucking virtual reality glasses on and you'll be alright. You can see anything they want you to see, even the alien attack. You better believe me.
Sorry, how much I could see, how far I could see. I could see so far I couldn't recognize anything.
Nothing but bullshit showing this person with the orange air post up. It's nothing but.
And the atmosphere just looks very, very thin. Beautiful, but extremely thin and fragile. And
yes, you can see the atmosphere and it's real thin and fragile. It's thin and fragile. Wow.
So I think that's a lesson to all of us, that we really have to look after the atmosphere around.
You went up there and see that the atmosphere is fucking up. It get thin. The ozone layer, you could see it. Wow, dumb check.
Our planet. And the sounds of space was just extraordinary. And an amazing experience. It will take.
The sounds of space is extraordinary. Wow. These are nothing but liars tricking the dumb masses.
A few days, if not weeks, to assimilate everything that went on that flight, but extraordinary.
And they're showing somebody looking like they're working on the plane. All of this is by design to trick the masses to believe them. What, you're gonna pay for a trip to space? You're dumb as a box of rocks.
Sounds quite overwhelming. I just want to ask you, Michael, maybe you could tell us, I'm sure you anticipated what it would be like many times before you actually were there. Were there specific things that surprised you or seemed different than what you expected?
Yes, and that was something I wanted to comment about. It was a very surreal experience.
Very surreal. Every fucking time they bring you a fakery, they have this funny name for it, named surreal. Of course, it's another way for fakery.
Especially as we reach the apogee of our height, on how still and quiet everything was. I was not expecting that, actually. You know, there's a lot of systems on board the airplane that are doing their part, but when we actually got to the apogee point with the beautiful views down south of Baja California.
Yes, but you never go to space. You still never say you went to space yet. Yes, you can view Baja California. You don't go on nowhere yet.
Well east of Nevada and then way north of the San Francisco Bay. It was just very surreal on how quiet it was. And
they use that same word again, surreal.
Still it was, like we were just standing there still. And it wasn't still, it was. Way north of the San Francisco Bay, it was just very surreal on how quiet it was, and still it was, like we were just standing there still before re-entry. So that was the biggest.
Before re-entry, and I told you people, the reason why they say you a meteoroid that burnt up, say coming in the atmosphere, burnt up, they say you a thing called Van Allen belt, so-called an invisible force surrounding the earth. Stop everything from coming in. These so-called people sell you with the same people who tell you that they're going in and out with airplanes, spacecraft and all type of shit. But they tell you a meteoroid coming in, it burned. What's up with that shit? How the fuck they know to come in and out at this fucking earth with the Van Allen belt that they tell you about? All fucking lies on the masses. You better wake up. The dome is right there, made out of diamond, never get out.
Sounds stunning. Now, George, your boss, Sir Richard Branson, said he wants to take his first space flight by the 50th anniversary of the moon landing. That is this July. Yes. So what needs to happen between now and then?
Of course, you're gonna model it off another fake shit, the moon landing, laughing at the masses. Is it funny? Of course it is, only to the fucking dummy. Yes, they take it serious. There you go.
To make sure Virgin Galactic is on schedule.
Well, that's a great question, and today's flight was a huge step forward towards that goal. Obviously, what we need to do is to finish our test flight program. We need to finish the interiors test flight program. Today, flying Beth Moses, our chief astronaut instructor, was a huge step forward towards that, and she's gained some really good lessons that she's debriefing actually right now as we speak. You know, we're going to fly, Richard, when we're ready, but I think they're making great progress right now, and so, you know, we're all very excited about that now.
It is very
all fakery, and I told you, only dummy believe that they're gonna fly you into space. I told you already, virtual reality style, and they get
exciting, but it's also a little scary, especially to a lot of people, to make that mental leap. How can you ensure that this will be a safe voyage for passengers?
Well, you know, I mean, Dave should talk to this as well, but I think what we've tried to do from the very start is to embed safety into every aspect of our technology and every aspect of our operations.
If you think they're going nowhere, you're in a world of hurt. And first of all, the name Galactic, of course, superhero dumb shit on the masses. And I'm going to show you what they so-called call beautiful sighting or beautiful view from space. Let's see it. Tricking the masses with the MAGA round is a no-no. That's what you need to know. Watch this right here. This is the so-called Virgin Galactic right here going into space. Let's watch.
2, 1, release.
Release. There you go. All of a sudden it's CGI. You see it. Of course you see it. Watch this. I told you people, I'm always pissed off doing these videos because you gotta wake up. Take a look at what they show you. All of a sudden, watch this. This is real. Let's zoom it in. What is this they're showing you? Is this a real thing? This is all CGI. Of course, I told you already. They might fool you. They can't fool I. You see this? Fakery at its best.
Fire.
Fire. You're dumb as a box of rock. Fake shit right here. Are you kidding me? Nothing but trash. The ground is CGI. 100%. You want to put your money on it? That's CGI right there. They can never fool me with it ever since I was a baby. That's what you need to know. Show us something that we don't know. Yes, all fucking coded. 3-4 for your number 7. Virgin Galactic. There you go. It's in space flying around. There you go. Wow. You see that? When you ever see an engine spitting like this? You ever see a plane engine pushing fire like this? No, it's just trash. 100% cartoon they pass off as real. Wow. There you go. Just like they show you the flying car in space. Of course, it's the same shit. Yes, there you go. Look at the ground. Of course, you should have known it's fake shit. Don't be a dummy on this earth. It's a satanic run earth. Of course, if you sleep, they're gonna trample you. Walk all over your ass if you're dumb in this world, because that's what they're about. Nothing but deception. There you go right there. You see the ground? Is that real? Is that real ground? You need to wake your ass up. Fakery at its best. And I told you what they're gonna do. Virtual reality your ass if you ever give them some money to take you to space, because space is the biggest Ponzi scheme of all times. That's what you need to get. The biggest trickery known to man is one of this right here. Space. They sell the dumb people. Now you have virtual reality. They're gonna fool the masses. No doubt about it. You see this? That's why I call it dumb check. No doubt about it. The same way you see the so-called drop-top car in sky flying around the ball earth, say don't panic, is the same shit they give you right here, okay? No doubt about it. Elon Musk, yes, Jeff Bezos, and this other sodomite, Richard Branson, yes, all puppets.
Hey, welcome to Space Scotland.
Yes, space. This is what they say you and call it space, and you bought it. How come you can go to space and still looking down in the earth, but we on earth can never look up into space? Bull crap.
Congrats, Steve.
Wow. That's what.
Welcome to the club, astronaut.
Welcome to the club, astronaut. Of course, it's just mockery in the masses. Of course, wake up and see it. It's not real. Just science fiction for dumb people. Mag, pick up the mic.